Hi, my name is Kira Lyons. I work for Goliath High Performance. I will be training Britt Davis. She's a volleyball player at the University of Regina. She is in her off season for her training cycle, and we'll be working on squatting and power today. So the first thing that we're going to do is some mobility. Britt has really tight hips, and because we are squatting today, we're going to loosen up her hips so that she gets that full range of motion. So we're going to go through a couple hip mobility things. First one being a 90-90. There's a bunch of different variations and stretches with the 90-90. We're just going to do the first kind of series, which is lifting the toe, and then the knee, and then lifting the toe, the knee, and coming all the way around. I will demonstrate them, and then Britt is going to do one set of 10 at each spot on both sides. So the first one, 90-90. You have this leg out in front, 90 degrees, back leg as well. That's where we get the 90-90. Chest up. You can use your hands to brace on the side if you need to, but ideally we are just standing nice and tall on our own accord, and then we are going to lift our back foot for 10. Then the second one's going to be back foot, lift the knee, knee goes down, back foot goes down, and then the third one is going to be foot, knee, out in front, back behind, knee, foot. And we're going to go 10 of each, and then we're going to move on to the other side. All right, good. So push this one back just a little bit. So we have 90 there, 90 here. Good. Lift the back foot. 2, 3. Lift the toe, lift the knee, and then the knee goes back. Good. Yeah. 2. Toe, knee out in front, back behind, knee toe. Yeah, out in front. Good, and then knee, toe. Good, you're gonna do 10 of those. Okay, so the second thing that we're gonna do is a bit of a dynamic. We're gonna have some hip mobility within that dynamic as well, but just to kind of get moving. So first thing that we're gonna do is just kind of a hip lift. So stand here, you're gonna lift your knee as high as you can. Then you're going to assist yourself with your hands, and then hold for 3 seconds, and then come back down, and then alternate as high as you can. Assist, hold, 1, 2, 3, back down. Shoulders are nice and back, nice and tall in your core. We're going to do 5 on each side. Assist, hold, 1, 2, 3, and back down. Other side. 1, 2, 3, good. Back down. You kind of feel how you, yeah, it's tight, eh? Yeah. Switch. Assist. 1, 2, 3, back down. Good. Assist. 1, 2, 3, back down. Yeah, you're tight. I can see you, especially on that side. Yeah. Okay, next one we're going to do are gate openers. So Britt and I have done these before, and she does them differently than I do. But with gate openers, we'll just go like about 10 yards. Same thing, chest is up, shoulders are back. Open up. I guess this is kind of closing, but here, and then when you get 10 yards, you're going to come and reverse it. So you're trying to stay as square to that door as you can while it's just the hips kind of rotating, and get nice and high, challenge your full range of motion. Quickly clap. The next one that we're going to do is we're going to get her hamstrings nice and warm and loose. Same reasons why we did the hip mobility, just to make sure that she's able to get nice and low into her squat. Everything's feeling nice and loose. So we're just going to go 4 sweeps. Shoulders back, nice flat back. And you can just do quick ones. So here, point the toe up to the ceiling, try and sweep the floor. Same thing, go 10 yards, turn around, come back. Okay, next one, we're going to warm up the ankles and the calves. So on the way there, we're going to go hands on the hips, up onto your toes. And we're not just walking forward, we're actually like shifting our weight fully. So we're going to go almost to the side, all of your weight. Try not to fall forward. Even there, I was kind of falling forward a little bit. Try and stay in control, so making sure your core is tight. And then on the way back, you're going to do the same thing, but on your heels. Okay, go. Nice, good control. You can just go to the edge of that red box, and then turn around and go on your heels. Good. The last kind of dynamic things that we're going to do, just to get moving, we're going to do some high knees. So I want you to think about 1,000 reps. So it's not about how fast you get there, it's about how many reps you get in between. So the same thing, we'll go to about the Kaiser. We're going to go high knees, there and back, so it should look like as many as you can get in. And then when you come back, we're going to go there and back, high knees, and then we're going to go butt kicks. Same idea. The last kind of warm-up thing that we're going to do, obviously we're focusing on the legs because we're squatting today, but I also like to get the thoracic spine, the upper body, because we're squatting and you are using everything. So we're going to do inchworms. Britt absolutely hates inchworms, so that's good. We're going to go just 3. So you'll go all the way out, push up, all the way back. So you don't actually have to do them moving, just do them stationary. So with Britt's squatting, the first set we're just going to do a warm-up set with the bar just so she can kind of get the movement pattern down, feeling really comfortable with how she's moving. Then most of the time I either do plyos before or I'll do contrast training. Today Britt and I are going to do contrast training, so she's going to squat. We're going to do 4 sets of 6 squats, and then she's going to immediately go over. We have our plyo box set up over here. Gonna go right to the plyo box, and she's gonna do 6 box jumps immediately after. Then we'll rest in between, and then we'll do our second set. But we are gonna contrast the two so that we can work on her power output and her potential as well. So first set with just the bar, then we'll go straight into a box jump. Definitely.
That's what I always tell myself I'm gonna do.
Do you brace with your breath?
Yeah, when it gets really, really heavy.
Yeah.
But I'm bad for breathing sometimes.
So make sure that you're using your breath brace in your core, because I find that your core folds much more than your legs do.
Yeah.
So make sure you're taking a big breath in, brace, breathe out all the way back up. 1, nice. 2, 3, good. 4, last 2. 5, you look really good. Good job, Britt. Last one. 6, nice. Your core looked so much better. Did you feel the difference? Yeah, it looked way better. Good job.
First I'll after
Make sure you load. Nice. Okay, so the second superset that Britt and I are going to do are dumbbell RDLs. She is going to do 3 sets of 10, and we're going to pair them with double leg broad jumps. So RDLs, You have about a shoulder width, your feet are about shoulder width apart. Shoulders are back and down, send the hips back, that's what starts the movement, and the dumbbells basically run down your shins. Go down as far as you can before your back starts to round, keeping your spine nice and straight. Hips come back through. She's gonna do 10. And then immediately following that, she's gonna do a double leg broad jump, which is basically the same movement. So we're pairing the hip movement from the RDLs to the broad jump. So same thing as her box jump, she's gonna load, jump, land on 2. So I'll just do a miniature one here. Really focusing on the hips coming through, propelling her forward. Bring your feet in, and keep just a slight, like a relaxed bend. So it's not like a full bend, but it's not, we're not doing a straight leg today because I do want to get the glutes involved. So straight leg is focusing a lot more on just your hamstrings, whereas a little bit of a bend gets your glutes involved a bit more. Good. So really focusing on hips coming through, trying to get distance, but land, balance at the same time. Nice, very nice. Good. Grab some water. So for the last lower body superset, we're going to do some single leg stuff. We're going to do reverse lunges from a deficit. So she's going to be up on the plate, and we're going to pair that with some single leg jumps or lunge jumps. We're going to alternate. So first one, reverse lunges. She's going to do 3 sets of 10. She's going to be up on the plate, dumbbells down by her side, shoulders are back and down, core is nice and tight. She's going to step back, have a little bit of a lean in her upper body, down, come back up, pushing up through her heel and the front foot. She's going to do 5 on each side, so a total of 10. And then immediately following that, she's going to do alternating lunge jumps. So here, making sure that we're nice and balanced, so this arm is out as the opposite leg is in front, core is tight, shoulders are back. Alternating, going for height. So she's trying to get as high as she can for 10, then we'll rest, and we're going to do that superset 3 times. Yeah, the sides are strong though. 3. You feel their back foot, how kind of when you put it down, it's like this, trying to get it nice and straight. These don't have quite so much distance between your legs in this one, just so we have a little bit more control before we start challenging your range of motion. So a little bit closer in, try and get higher, squeeze in here. Okay. There we go. 3, 5, 7, 9. Good. Those look We are going to finish up Britt's workout with just some core exercises. So the first one we're going to do is just a variation of the dead bug. We're going to be using this band. So we're going to be nice and flat on our back, making sure that our lower back, that there's no space in between my lower back and the mat, so we're really pushing that down into it. We're going to have this purple band with resistance straight up above, legs at a 90 here, and then we're just going to lower down, hover just above the floor. And we're going to do 12. So leg all the way down, hover, low back, pushing into the mat, come back up, alternate, arms are nice and straight. You can tell that there's some tension in the band. You're going to do 12. Second one, we're going to do plank ups on the Bosu ball. So it's just plank up. Actually, I'll just explain that one after. I'll just cut that out. And this one actually makes you shake a bit. straighten out your, walk out your elbows. Yep. Lay your head flat. Good. 1. Push that low back. 6. Make sure you breathe. 7. So a plank up is, we're just in a nice flat plank, elbows on the BOSU ball. We're gonna do 10, but we're gonna make sure that it's 5 on each side. So when I'm on each side, it's a leading hand up, leading hand down is 1. And then we do 5 and 5. So here, nice and tight in your core, squeezing your glutes, it's a nice tabletop, coming up. Hips are staying as square to the floor as you can make them, so we're not, moving our hips a ton. And down. 2, 3, and we're gonna do 5 on the right arm, 5 on the right arm, 5 on the left arm. Good. 1, 2, make sure you're breathing. 3, 1, 2, 3, make sure you breathe. And she's just gonna do a 5 to 10 minute light cycle on the bike just to cool down, and then she'll be on her way.